Hey there folks, this is Hyugren, your nomadic gamer, and today we extend our reach into the outer worlds. Shh, shh, shh. Just go to sleep. Ow, what? No, what the? Oh no. Oh, no. This dude. Go. Take it out. No. Okay. Easy now. Okay. Come on, poor body. We're not done yet. Let's see. Any passcodes? Anything at all? I just came through here. Jeez, a Pete. Alright. Anything here? Is this a door I can open? Sealed. Boo. Climb it. That was pointless. Okay, nothing here. Use a terminal. Unseal this door. Yay. Wow, that was easy peasy. Oh, it's this guy. Alright, hold on. I got something.
Well, look who it is.
Yes, look who it is.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
Indeed.
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
How dare you?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
And... you know, get out of my way, Rockwell.
I'm not in your way, you dullard. You talk to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest.
You talk to me.
Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain.
Yeah, that's what you think. Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Miracle, you're still breathing right now. That crackpot is going to save the silent colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
At least that means someone's recognizing our work.
Yeah, right?
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
No. You got that reversed. You prefer to keep the downward spiral. I can fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, Yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
With your resources and some folks on the Hope, we could do a lot. Do I want him? You know what? I don't know if I want to talk. I don't think I want him part of my crew. I have rescuing to do. Don't be here when I get back. Let's see if there's anything over here. Any useful information? Cigarettes, bottles, nothing there. Messages. Do you have... They're all about cameras? What the... Oh, that's more than worthless. Hack into this. Coolant tank. So I have a coolant tank on me for like absolutely no reason because it doesn't do anything for me right now. It just takes up space. Take the money. I have considered attacking you. That's not off the table yet. Alright, what do we got here? Oh yeah, we walked. Okay. Moving on up.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and...
Get him. Oh, that dude's down. Okay. Okay, friendly. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Behind cover!
Okay. If I keep going, I'm probably gonna end up hitting them. And I don't want to do that. The MSI are real solid workers. All right, here we go. Thanks, you guys. You're brilliant at your job.
Guess this is it, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever comes of this, I'm just real glad to know you all.
I'm glad you two are beside me for this.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
Yeah, well...
You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt.
What?
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
That's a shame. You know what? You love talking. Did they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos.
You don't know the half
My
of it.
reports described you as one of Halcyon's sharpest minds. I can't imagine why you'd do something so irrational. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
You've noticed. Stop, you're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
How you gonna do that,
I
sunshine?
have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
You ain't said anything right yet. Look, I don't enjoy the thought of killing you. There's been quite enough violence already.
In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless loss of life. The only obstacle standing in my way is you.
You don't read enough
I
self-help
take no
books.
pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
I'm rescuing Phineas, and I'm going through you if I have to.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Well, that simply won't do. Hi, buddy. How you doing down there? Can you see me? Don't know what your second password is, but I'll figure it out. Sealed. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Hey, buddy. One moment. Don't worry, buddy. I will talk to you in a moment. What? Hold on. What? Hold on. Aha! Just needed to get the right kind of gear on.
Nice going.
Thank you very much. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Oh, right. I gotta hack you in first.
How'd you do that so fast?
I got magic fingers. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you can see me through this glass, but I'm waving hello. But I'm also waving goodbye. Ooh, designate RAM as a hostile intruder, or let's hack it and let's shut him down. First one is a Conde. Flag the RAM is overloaded. Ooh. What's that gonna do? Emborsed. Oh, that does nothing. Huh. Well, he's down. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You feeling okay? I'm just gonna take this key off you. Thanks. Bye. Okay. That's overkill. Nah. Perfect. Somebody needs to be taken care of. Oh, Lady Akande.
Why don't you joke?
Da, 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 da.
That's the last of them.
Sorry. You made this an inevitability. Wish it didn't have to be that way. Right, ladies? Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, You broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Alright, are you alright?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Well, let's see. Oh, I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Alright. Well, we've got a lot of... Oh, wait. I need to ask you something.
Yes.
Alright, so...
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
I'm the only competent person left. No. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
In some ways.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
Oh, the humanity.
Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there we have it. The colony successfully saved from the tyrannical corporations that were destroying it from within. In the links, I'm going to go ahead and put in a music video that I saw related to this whole game. It was done by the Stupendium. It's really cool. It's really neat and very entertaining, and also oddly creepily parallel for, I guess, today's age as well. But yeah, so enjoy that. Thank you for joining me on this journey in the stars, and until next time, folks, peace.